Okay, I'm going to show you how I use ChatGPT with Blender to get some surprisingly cool results really fast. This process can be a launchpad for a larger render, or it can help you quickly generate assets to kit bash together into your own environment. You don't need to be a Blender expert or a programmer, just a little creativity and a few solid prompts. I use this method when I want to explore a new aesthetic direction, test out an environment idea, or just build a cool scene without spending hours on node setups and modeling. The goal here is to take a real-world photo and turn it into a tileable base color texture, the kind you'd use in a PBR workflow, and to generate 3D geometry with the material pre-applied. To get started, I upload my photo and ask it to turn it into a tileable base color map. If the results look weird, I just tell it, make it match more closely to the original. It usually fixes it right away. I've dropped the exact prompt I've used in the description so you can copy and tweak them. Once I got the texture I like, I start a new chat and upload that image. This time I ask ChatGPT to generate all the necessary PBR texture maps: base color, roughness, normal, ambient occlusion. There are others like metallic or displacement, but for most use cases, especially in Blender, these four are your go-to. I specifically asked ChatGPT to format the setup for Blender's principled BSDF shader. You can also request these in a folder structure so everything stays organized, which makes importing much easier. Here's where it gets fun. I asked ChatGPT to write a Blender Python script that imports the PBR maps and wires them into a shader network using the principled BSDF node. All I do is copy the code it gives me and paste it into Blender's scripting tab. Then I press the play button. Sometimes you get an error. That's normal. Just copy the error and paste it back into ChatGPT. It usually fixes the code and gives you a corrected version. Copy that and run it again, and you're usually good to go. Once it's working, I like to fine-tune things manually. Normal map strength is always too high, dial it back. I add a color ramp to control the contrast of my roughness. And if you're using ambient occlusion, blend it gently with the base color using a multiply node and a factor slider. Now that we've got a material ready, let's generate some geometry to use it on. I ask ChatGPT to create a simple stone temple with the material we just made assigned to. While it's generating the code, I start to model a little reflective pool for the center manually, just something to personalize the scene. Once the geometry script is ready, I paste it in and boom, it builds the structure and automatically applies the stone shader. You usually need to UV unwrap it for the texture to look right. So here's what I do. I go into edit mode, press A to select all the faces, press U to choose cube projection. Then I open the UV editor, press A to select everything, press S to scale the UVs to better fit my scene. For these columns, the cube projection won't work, so you have to use cylinder projection. But once you do that, you can do the same thing where you open the UV editor and scale them to look correct. And just like that, you've created a fully textured 3D scene using a single image and ChatGPT. From here, you can start detailing, lighting, animating, or exporting for game engines like Unity or Unreal Engine. Try using different textures: mosaics, graffiti walls, wood planks, aged metal, whatever you want. You can even create full modular kits this way. If this helped you, hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what kind of environment or asset pack I should do next. I'm working on a full tutorial series for indie creators using AI and Blender, and I'd love to know what tools you want me to explore. And remember, the world is your asset pack.